What's up? I'm back. All right. Well, where were we? Where indeed? I was working on covering everything up, but I need a bunch more items. A bunch more deep slate. So, prismarine, dark prismarine, that's what I meant. What we are going to do now I'm gonna get a bunch more lapis. Ink. Okay. I need this in order to keep copying over dark prismarine. Which is like unfortunate because it's very annoying. But after this, we are going to look into what it takes to make the Oratech reactor. Which is going to be terrifying as all heck. Oh boy. Generates powers by consuming uranium or plutonium pellets. Plutonium. Uranium and plutonium pellet. Oh, it's gracious. don't even know where I would get this stuff. I do have some uranium. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Any way to automate uranium? Uranium chunks. Nope. I'm lost. So unbelievably lost. Maybe I give up on ore tech for now. Because holy, that is going to be a lot of work. I feel like this one shouldn't be too bad. I have a room already set up for it. Maybe I shift focuses. But first I'm gonna go get the airdrop. Was, oh yeah, north, right here. Awakened Supreme Paxel. I think that'll be okay. Wartime crystals. Water generator. I have no idea what any of these do. Tangled block. Bound up to block 64 blocks where blocks in other dimensions. Okay. Let's go. Time crystal messing with me. Okay. Oh. Get out of my system. I have no idea how to automate getting more of this. I don't know if there even is a way. It'd be nice to figure this out. Hold on. Okay, good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure this out. I'm not going to replicate. That's my only idea right now. Replicating ingots or something. Looking more and more like it's going to be a building stream. All right, well, let's just start. Making one of these. What's up, Rolt? Welcome. How's it going tonight? I'm gonna see if I can get my tired brain to start working. Feeling cold, I get that. We had a little bit of a cold snap where it was like down to -30 for a bit. An hour back up to like -15, so not doing too bad here. Reactor needs to be made of rectangular walls. The frame is made up of reactor wall blocks. Okay. Max size of the reactor is 64 blocks per direction. Interior needs to be identical the vertical y-axis. So you're saying it needs to be square? Somewhere on the walls you'll need the nuclear reactor control panel as well as entry ports that you wish to use. While it's possible to make a small 3x3x3 reactor, it's best to start with 5x5x5 to properly cool it down. Oh, geez. So what you're saying is you're allergic to the cold. That's rough. All right. I'm just gonna open the website to this. Okay, I saw that too. I have a hard time believing that. I feel like I just feel like that's fake, you know? Yeah, I was looking it up and like it says yeah, it can happen, but it doesn't happen very often. But like the Midwest it still gets negative temperatures. Still gets cold, so the trees should be able to handle it. Alright, let's start by making reactor walls. I think I have enough. Okay, I'm gonna look up somebody else's build. plan is to build a reactor and then not fire it up until I figure out a way to farm enough fuel cells. Enough fuel. Jeez. Reactors get big. Wait, what? When you opened the first one, it had collectible cards about animals with themed meat. I think I vaguely remember that kind of stuff. Like mazes on the back of those, like on the paper and stuff like that. I had no idea that they're doing collectible cards now. Looks like you have a new mission in life. Gotta collect them all. Man, this wiki is, I feel like it's lacking. Any information? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just dumb and wasn't going to the right pages. Bam. Gotta collect them and then send them off for grading. That'd be funny. Get a binder full of graded bear snack cards. Alright, so need those. Reactor fuel port. Neuron reflector. Reactor fuel. Heat vent. Heat pipe. Don't have anything for that yet. I was really hoping that would take a lot longer to do. I'm stalling because my brain is lagging. Mining gadget with the freezing upgrade. Don't think I need that much ice right now. But that is good to know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I did this on stream or off stream. But I got a few extra disintegrators. And then I have 3 replicators going. Just to get me dark prismarine, because honestly, down here, I'm not getting this stuff fast enough. So these guys do not spawn very often. I don't know if you're aware, but it's not like that over there. I have 1.2 thousand wither skulls as well, so will I ever do anything with them? Probably not. I also, I think I did this off stream. I also set up this with Insanium farmland. We got like tier 6 stuff. And I have like 12 more Insanium essence. Which took a long time to get. What ones have I finished? Oh, power generation, I see. Void upgrade for the backpack. Void's item in selected filter. I'll just put that in the backpack, but I won't have it on. Yeah, it does not spawn very fast at all. Okay. I am currently looking for reactor designs. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, I just resorted to the replicator, sorry. Just because it was the only way that I could think of getting it semi-fast. RF generated. Trying to find decent build. It's difficult, you know? Man, it was crazy. Not too long ago, there was a guy that was working at a nuclear power plant who fell into like the cooling water pool above the nuclear reactor when it was turned off, but still, it was crazy. He fell into the water and they like fished him out and he survived. And they measured his radiation levels. And it turns out his radiation levels were lower than they are in like a normal like suburb of a city, which is crazy. That's wild. Just imagine falling into a nuclear reactor and turns out you're less radioactive than just walking around a city. Should I go into my creative world to test out how to make this? Or should I just say screw it? Unfortunately, there's not a lot of just good information on this. Yeah, you think creative? Okay. I tend to agree. I was also messing around with particle accelerators on this world. Trying to figure this stuff out. You know? It's a challenge. I'm just gonna... I'll build it over here. What? One of the snakes? I'm very confused by this. You like your spicy snacks? Okay. I need the Ortec reactor wall. I don't know if I need to do single block. Heat vent. This. Fuel port. One port. And that guy. Hell yeah. Salted egg salmon skin. I've never heard of a snack like that. But I am sorry that you couldn't get the spicy one. This is literally the exact same information that's on the wiki. Okay, so they wanted us to start with a 5x5. Two, 4, 5, okay. The reactor needs to be made of rectangular walls, where the edges are made of reactor wall blocks. Okay. All other non-port components must be placed on the inside of the reactor. The reactor can be made from any height, but the interior needs to be identical in the vertical axis. What does that mean? This means that you can design your reactor in 2D space and then scale it up vertically as desired. Damn. What the frick? That's a pricey snack. My gosh. I was just looking at the bundle. The 4 times salted egg salmon skin is $111. That's insane. They look good though, I will say. Any reactor that works with an interior height of 1 will also work. Similarly, the interior height of 10. However, the energy production as well as the coolant and fuel consumption will be scaled accordingly. This is how a component stack might look. So what are these? Absorbs 16 heat per tick. Okay. So if I did like this. Also, what is this? Reactor heat pipe. Moves heat between reactor components. Like technically, that would work, right? What is this? These two. It is the fuel port and the coolant absorber port. I'm slowly starting to understand this now. What is this? Increases the efficiency of nearby rods. Would I put a rod on either side of these? Good. Moves heat between reactor components. And what does this guy do? Removes heat from the hottest neighboring components. Damn. You just gotta put your own spices in there. I feel like I'm just making art and not actually making a reactor. Give me my survival inventory. Toss that there. Reactor walls need to be made of reactor compatible blocks. Because I don't have an actual port yet. Or do I need to cover this thing? Invalid. Reactor interior components to be identical on all Y layers. Need corresponding ports on top. Oh, there we go. That works. Okay. I think I know how it turns on. I'm also wondering if I... Because the pictures that I'm seeing... That was this. From what I'm seeing online, people aren't really using those guys. They're just using these guys. I actually wonder... Because I see a lot of these heat pipe, or yeah, reactor heat pipes. I don't know how they vent or do anything. Oh no, I don't want plutonium. Let's just... Plutonium, and what was the other one? Something uranium. That's what it is. So well, it's on. All this is 512, yeah. But it's scalable, right? So, and I think this is like... Is this good enough? scared to do anything with it right now. Okay. Not working. So if we... So this should be 1024 theoretically. Where's my stick? Right? Also, what does this do again? Increases the efficiency of nearby reactor rods. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that did technically double it. So now we see... do these actually... The way that this is set up, it doesn't require any coolant? At least it seems that way. A little bit better. Okay. How are we doing here? Hottest part 212. All right, next question. Just want this thing to break real quick. We're not working on a live reactor. Let's just jump straight to the quad. And see just gonna see what the difference is in power from the quads. Oh. So, it's too hot. I panicked. Interesting. So, maybe these would be where the heat absorbers go. Coolant absorber port. Is there such thing as coolant? Needs to be placed on the reactor shell over the reactor heat absorbers. Okay. Heat absorbers will absorb a fixed amount of heat from all neighboring components, but require a steady supply of coolant items. Function. Okay. So how in the world do these... Do I know about the UK right now? What's going on in the UK right now? Okay, trying to use not the heat vent, heat absorbers. This means it's more efficient when surrounded by components that need to be cooled. However, it does require a constant supply of coolant in the form of ice or blue packed ice in the coolant port above the absorber stack. The amount of coolant used is fixed and does not increase, with more sides being cooled. Each tick is 16 units of heat. Alright, so... blue ice. Okay. Let's do a drawer. Interesting. Minecraft will shut down the chat bar if you don't age verify. Yeah, I think I have seen like stuff about that. And like, what was the other thing? There was like one of the, was it like YouTube or was it Minecraft was like gonna guess your age? No, I think it was YouTube. It was gonna guess your age based on the videos that you watch and would like automatically censor stuff. Begone bot. Okay, so let's pipe this guy up. Oh, there goes my blue ice. I don't know how to do things. do them slow. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, if you ask me. I don't know how to cool this fast enough. Do I double up on the heat pipes? By that, I mean heat absorbers? Let's try doubling up. Damn it. Okay. I have an idea. Just, yeah, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Do I have a brain tonight? Can I problem solve? Let's grab these guys as well and put those there. Maybe? Sure. Why not? What else could go wrong? I've only almost blown up twice now. But almost is the key word. Yep, that was worse. Actually, that's probably been our issues this entire time. Also, did I discover one of details? What was better, blue ice or packed? Was it their packed ice? I think it was just ice or blue ice. Blue or packed. And packed I think is better. Does he even tell you? Actually, I think I saw it there for a second. "16 units of heat are removed from neighbor." Doesn't matter, it seems like. So, component details, steel rods. Okay. Each fuel rod will consume a fixed amount of fuel from the fuel ports above. Each fuel pellet has a different fuel capacity. Each single rod will use one capacity unit. Double uses 2 and quad uses 4. When burning fuel, each rod will generate neutron pulses. Each pulse creates a specific amount of energy. The more pulses a rod receives, the more energy it also creates. Each rod sends and receives one pulse by default. However, if a neighbor component is also a fuel rod, it will also hit the neighboring component with a pulse. Neutron reflectors can be used to send a pulse back to its origin, acting similar rod type as a neighbor. Double/quad pulses will hit the other rods in the same block pulses and also send out 2 to 4 to neighbors. Single rod will generate one internal pulse and double. The amount of heat generated is based on the total number of pulses of a rod. Internal plus pulses divided by 2 times pulses plus. Yeah, okay, that doesn't give me the amount of heat that I need to in bomb. Where'd all that ice go? Hmm. I just like get like a roar that has infinite ice in it already. Really need to do this every time. Okay, now. I hate this. How are you not cooling anything down? Instantly. Okay. So that works. What if we add back in these guys? Hmm. Alright, time for a redesign. You like this size, or do we want to go smaller? Or, sorry, not smaller, bigger. Also, feasibly, what is... How likely am I going to be to get these quad? I feel like it's not impossible. Alright, let me just do something, okay? Let's just plan this out. That's 7, 6, 6. Now that's it. 7, alright. Okay. I'm guessing this will probably be not good. How do I only pick up one there? Also, how do I duplicate? Ah, oops. Oh, that's wrong thing. Did I do it again immediately? That might be a creative upgrade for the drawer, let's be real. Before this gets powered up, I want to just fuel everything. Alright, I think that's going to be too hot. Unless we're going to find a stable balance? Nope, okay. I feel like we were close. Okay, see, now that's crazy. Like, what the frick? I think I need to get... Well, honestly, let me just try this. It's probably going to skyrocket way too high. Okay. So that ain't it. Doing this works. Then hear me out. Right? We seen the vision yet? I feel like that's just too much. I feel like there's got to be a better way around this. Yeah, I immediately don't like this. Okay, now I need blue ice. Just get ice in general. Get everything with ice in it? I did. Okay. Oh, it might have heat creep. Heat reduced 1200. Uh-oh. I feel like I could make a more efficient one, right? Well, let's grab these guys. Just look at a couple of these. No idea if this is gonna work at all. Alright, let's see. Immediately. Let's just remove these and see what we get. Stable. So that's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 compared to 4, 8, 12, 16. So half the size, half the power. Makes 6,000 per tick. I feel like I could do better, right? I mean, technically I could just add one here as well. You know what, let's go, drawer, functional storage. Functional storage. Creative. Vending upgrade. Alright. The pellets do not last very long, but that's not really the issue right now. Will this connect to this? It will, okay. Wait, isn't this... I should see... Am confused. What in the hell? Why did that go crazy? Why is... I'm very confused now. It was working a minute ago, yeah. And now it's like only this block is running. Which seems confusing as heck. So I have no idea why the drawer isn't dispensing anything. Alright, let's see what happens. I think the only thing that I changed was this. I did not think that it would have that big of an issue, big of a change. Okay, so my next thought is if I took these guys and placed those there instead, I would guess I would see 3,000. Alright, we're expecting to see 3,000 now. What the frick happened there? Alright, I don't have, like... Why are you not dispensing? Or are you? Okay. I tried adding pellets to the drawer, but it still didn't change anything. Okay, so my next idea is to do the 2 rods with these guys. We get up to 3,000. Huh. Oops. See, it says contents 2.1 billion. I don't know what's going on. Wait, couldn't even watch what was happening. I don't know. Honestly, I think this will be another a project for another day because I think I'm at my limits here. End game stuff is hurts my brain, you know. So, I appreciate you hanging out. As well as anybody lurking in chat. I'm probably going to watch a YouTube video or two on this before next time. Because I think I can get it way more efficient. So I just need to learn. And in order to do that, I need to have a functioning brain, which I do not right now. So I hope that everybody here has had an excellent time. And I will catch you all tomorrow around the same time. So until then, have an excellent rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.